Alrighty guys, so like I said in my other video, here's a full video of my new Monogram SRS 2014 Ultramarine. And I'm going to do a video of the outside of the car, and then I'm going to show you guys as I drive around my neighborhood and head over to my parents' house so you can kind of see Lake Highlands. We have a lot of hills and trees and stuff, and it's really nice compared to most of Dallas. Real quick, I'm here at the Lake Highlands Town Center. This is where I'm going to start, and then the project that I've been working on. I've worked on, and I'm going to go drive around and mount it to my dash. So here's my car. Has the rear spoiler on it. Daytime running lights, just a walk around. I'm going to add fog lights to the bottom. I already ordered them from Toyota. I've only had my car they got on the 1st, today's the 3rd, so only 4th. Only had a few days, so we'll start it up. So here's the inside. And I'm gonna have to turn the radio off for YouTube.
Testing.
Push to start.
System ready.
Today.
Testing. System ready.
858483 or visit them on.
So I gotta turn the audio down because of the YouTube copyright. So I don't know if you guys can hear the engine. The air conditioning's on. Turn that off really quick. It's automatic with pedals here, and you also can shift down here. It has GPS. Confirm. Just wait for the map to come up here, and there it is. You're at the Lake Highlands Town Center. So it has GPS, Bluetooth, all the stuff cars come with nowadays. 272 miles. When I got it, I had 8, but I've been doing a lot of driving, obviously. I'm gonna show you guys the exhaust system. It's a pretty quiet car. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mount it and we're going to go for a drive. Alrighty guys, so we're going to go for a drive around Lake Highlands, and I'm going to show you guys how my car performs. They're going to go actually drive around Rat Rock Lake. I'm going to head over to my parents' house real quick. So, but I'm going to take you on a little tour of the area, see how my car works, and so we're going to go for a drive. I can't turn on the radio, YouTube copyrights. So, anyways, you'll be able to hear the car. This. Oh, it's crooked. Let's see if it stays like that. For some odd reason, it keeps wanting to tilt one side. I'm trying to figure out how to stop that. I'm not sure how to stop that. I don't want a crooked video. Alright, let's try that. So we're going to drive around Lake Highlands and I'll show you guys where I grew up and stuff like that. So we're leaving the Lake Highlands Town Center. All of this is Lake Highlands Town Center. The Lake Highlands train station is actually across this light. And Lake Highlands does have a lot of hills, one of the few places that actually has hills. So we're about to drive up here. Dallas doesn't have the best streets. I'm sorry about that. turn up the air a little bit. I'm burning up. So here we're heading to down White Rock Valley. I actually went to White Rock Elementary and we'll pass by there. But I'll show you guys, this place does have quite a bit of hills and lots of trees. Alright, we're going to turn in this neighborhood. This is one of the newer neighborhoods here that was built in White Rock Valley. And the houses are actually stacked up on each other. I don't feel like pulling it out of my camera if they got it fixed. But I'll see if I can turn my car to where you can see what I'm talking about. If you guys look up there, you can see a wall and see how the house is actually stacked up. Like the only place in DFW where you'll see that. Yeah, I'm not going to pull my my phone out of this holder because it took forever to figure out how to put it in here. Over here, there's actually, we have wild peacocks that roam around and sell thief their pennier out. But they just, and there's like another, and some more new houses. See, we're in the middle of the city, but it looks like the country, and that's one of the reasons I like living in Lake Highlands. I'm gonna get on this road. See, I know the peacocks are somewhere around here. Should have went that Eagle Trail. Turn around here. I don't see them. I don't know where they're at. And I don't hear them. Usually you can hear them. They're really loud. See the little small streets here. fit. We're in the middle of the city of Dallas, but you wouldn't know it. Oh, this is Lake Highlands. As you guys can see, again, lots of hills, lots of trees. We're going to go down a few streets in Right Rock Valley before I head over to the lake. If you look way out in the background, you'll actually see LA Fitness, where I work out at, and some buildings along Central. You see more hills here. I'm actually going to turn down the street here. All the cotton in the air. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's everywhere. Only thing I don't like about the FRS is trying to get all that stuff out of the grill in the front. So this is White Rock Elementary. This is actually where I went to school. And when I went to school, there was a really big oak tree. One of the largest trees I've ever seen in Dallas was here. Looks like they have new bricks. The whole school looks new. And as you'll see as we drive by, a lot of the schools in Lake Highlands look the same. So we're going up another street here. You see all the hills and all of the trees. This is something you really don't see in any of the suburbs. There's a squirrel. Keep going. There's a lamb hanging off of a tree right there. They're doing a lot of teardowns. You see, they're building a lot of new houses. Lots of new houses. Another hill. Dallas is a relatively flat place, so it's really rare to see lots of hills like this. And I've been in some. I have friends that live in a lot of these houses. They actually have stairs, like in their house. It's a one-level house, but there's stairs because it's built on a hill. So different parts of their house maybe has like 4 or 5 stairs to the other half. And that's a new home, obviously. All right, so we're gonna head out of here and head over towards the lake. So I gotta go to my parents for a bit, and then I'll continue the drive around the lake. This stop sign wasn't there when I went to school. This is another nice street. At the end of the street, if you make a right, there's a new housing development. They tore down a Walmart and built some pretty expensive houses. So we're heading up a hill here. That truck is in the middle of the road. Okay. And we're going to head out here and head out towards my parents into the lake. Let's go. careful here to see. Yeah, I need to see if my daytime running lights are on. I've noticed I haven't seen them, so I'm gonna look, see if I see a reflection of someone's car. I'm gonna make it right up here so you guys can see downtown Dallas. This is coming up on Flagpole Hill here in Lake Highlands. And we actually have very good views of the city. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can see downtown from up here. And there is downtown. If you look way out in the background, you'll see it. There's City Place. I don't know if you can see it in the video. There's a farm to my right. Yep, we do have farms here in Lake Highlands. There's cows and horses and stuff like that. Alright. I'm going to go over the new Northwest Highway Bridge, then go to the lake. When it rains, by the way, all of this floods. So it's, all this is underwater here. Right here's the White Rock Bike Trail. I'm just going to slow down just in case someone decides that they don't need to stop. To the right, they're going to tear all this down and they're going to build some new apartments that connect to the White Rock train station, a dark station right there. In front of me is the retirement community. I'm sure you guys could fast forward through this. That's a stoplight here. This is the new Northwest Highway Bridge that they built over the floodplain. It used to be when it rained, all this would flood because it was built in ground level. And they had to rescue people many times from this. To the left is Flagpole Hill. I don't know if it's showing up in my, yeah it is. This is Northwest Highway here. coming up is Adelia Road, and this car's going really slow. Northeast Police Station's right there. Dallas Police here in Lake Highlands. And then, I don't know if you can see the sign to the right, actually, to help design that sign. Alright, so we're heading up here. I'm going to go towards the lake, but I'm going this way because you have a pretty good view of Dallas. You come from up here. This is all Lake Highlands. The roads are not the best. Quite bumpy. Now, I wish I could turn my camera. You can see, if you look to the right, I'm not going to mess with it, but you can see all the way up to Addison and the tollway. All the buildings on the tollway are just out of view on my camera. But what you will be able to see in a minute is downtown Dallas, and they do mean dip when you see this sign. Straight ahead is White Rock Lake and downtown Dallas. Now, this is going to be a nice drive here. It'll be pretty scenic as I drive around the lake. It's windy today, so the lake looks kind of dirty. Alright, so as you can see, there's downtown. And then here are all some of the buildings running up Central I was telling you about. We can see clear all the way to Addison from here. Those buildings you see out there are on Central Expressway. If I'm not mistaken, this is the largest urban park in North America, White Rock Lake, or in a major city. An urban park. The only thing about driving around the lake, you gotta watch the bicyclists. I actually had one ride into my car before. Same thing with my mom. But they don't even stop. They see a street, they're not even stopping. They don't have a stop sign, at least I don't think they do. Oh, I don't know if you can see these big metal things in the ground. You got to be so careful. Those things will mess up your car. They're all over Lake Highlands in the turn lanes. Yeah, if they're put in back in the 50s when cars were made out of metal. the bike trail to my left in the lake. Let's slow it down a bit. Definitely got to watch out for the bicyclists around this lake. It is quite windy today, actually. Here, I'm putting this window up, it's making a lot of noise. Alright, this neighborhood here is called the Cloisters, and it overlooks White Rock Lake. I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, so I'm back. We'll start off where I left off. You hear that's the way the car starts if you didn't hear that before. Let's go. And we'll just drive around the neighborhood before I head back around the lake. I'll actually go this way. This is one of the nicer neighborhoods in all of, let's see, west, east to central. Down there's the lake. I gotta look. I don't remember seeing a stop sign at any of those streets right there. Another bicyclist. Again, my parents' house is over to the left. You really can't see it. Here, I'll do this. There's the lake. there are no stop signs. Alright, we're going to continue to drive around the lake. I'll crack the windows a little bit so you can hear what's going on outside. This is the problem here. I only drive around the lake to show you guys. Normally I avoid driving around the lake because of the all the bicyclists. There's some pretty big houses here too around this lake. If you look to the right, if you can see them on the screen. No motorized boats are allowed on the lake, so there's a lot of sailboats, which are pretty cool. And I guess we're going to be stuck behind this car because he's not trying to pass them. We do have a bike trail. It's to the left, if you guys can see. I know this is not a popular opinion, but I wish they would ban the cyclists from riding on the street. Around the lake, at least. Obviously I can't pass them because I can't see what's coming around the corner. He's going 18 miles an hour. Up here, we're going to come across the biggest house in this part of Dallas. I think it's all like on 10 acres. It's called Mount Vernon, and it looks just like the Mount Vernon. You cannot really see it. I'm not going to adjust this. You can go on Google Maps and see it. This house right here, a lot of people don't know this. T.D. Jakes used to live right here, passing by his old house. The Reverend T.D. Jakes. All this over here is Lakewood, this side of the lake. I wish I could listen to the radio, but like I said, I can't. YouTube copyright violations. And this is a nice scenic drive if anyone ever wants to do it. It takes a bit to go around the lake, but it's just a nice, slow, scenic drive. There aren't too many of these here in Dallas. Yeah, and again, we're in the middle of the city. You'd think we're way out in the country or somewhere. No, we're smacked out in the middle of the city. I haven't searched YouTube to see if there are any driving videos of around the lake, but I don't think there are any. I mean, I haven't done a thorough search, but I haven't seen any before. Thought I brought water, I'm just getting thirsty. Pump stations over on this side of the lake. I'm actually not going to go up there just because I'm just pressed for time. But I'll show you where it is in case you ever do want to go see it, or where the turnoff is. A lot of this is native blackland prairie. It's one of the few places that still has it. Yeah, this is why you should ride your bike on the trail. There's a trail over there to the left, if you can see. This road right here to my left, this is the road that goes to the pump station. It's a dead end, so when you go in there, you have to come out. It's I don't know what the hell that is. He said lots and lots of parks. I think Lake Highlands has more parks, and this is Lakewood, obviously, but Lake Highlands has more parks than anywhere else in the city. I think during the week, if you don't want to deal with all the traffic, would be like when everyone's working, would be like a good time to drive around the lake. It is a Sunday, so everyone's out today. If the weather's nice. These apartments caught on fire not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. There was a fire here. They're up there fixing the roof right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can't see above this hill. This is the Spillway. A few years ago, it actually, part of it washed away. It's really nice. It's up to my left. Again, you can Google map it. You'll probably see part of it as I once I make this turn onto Garland Road here. And not too far from here, Garland turns into Grand Avenue. Spillway's over to the left. I don't know if all people are trying to make a left. Let me get this center lane. Now, if we were driving the other way, you'd have actually a pretty awesome view of downtown Dallas from here. I was going towards downtown. To the left, all that's the lake. I'm going to drive around this part of the lake. So this is the east side of White Rock Lake. Here, Emerald Isle is a neighborhood that's around here, and then the Arboretum is to my right. And there's downtown Dallas to the left. There's the lake. I hope no one's riding in this street. It'd be really dangerous if they were. Again, I would recommend coming during the week. You just really got to pay attention to all the cyclists. That's the only thing about driving this lake. Building, I don't know if you can see it way off to the left, it actually used to be the Abrams Bank instead of Abrams and 635. You get a pretty good view of the lake here. If you on this side, you can see the whole length of the lake because you're starting at the south looking north. There aren't as many cyclists over here, it seems. All of this to my right is the Arboretum. That building that we're coming up to on the hill is called Winfrey Point. It actually does have pretty good views of downtown Dallas. So when I get up there, I'll drive around so you can see it. And pretty much this is like the area I grew up all around this lake, and Lake Highlands. I rarely go north of 635 and don't go south of downtown Dallas. Don't go west to Midway, and they really don't go east to Garland Road. So I just kind of stay here in North Dallas. So we're coming up on Winfrey Point. Here up here is Winfrey Point. I'm going to drive around so you can see downtown because they have a pretty good view of downtown from up here. Don't stop. Alright, straight ahead of me is downtown Dallas, and there are the sailboats on the lake, and then City Place is a tall building off to the right by itself. And you can see the lake out there. I'm not going to drive. If you look to my left, this is the Lake Highlands part of the lake over here to the left. I'm not going to drive over there. You have to actually go down Lake Highlands Road to get to it. I'll show you. It's blocked off. It was the Emerald Lake Road. To get to this section of the lake where all these cars are parked, you have to go down Lake Highlands Drive on the other side of the lake. There's you can't drive around the whole lake. So you got to come out here and go up to Garland Road. and then go down Buckner to get to it. I'm not going to drive down that part because it dead ends. There's a big pothole. There's two parts I won't drive around. The one by the yacht club, the sailboats, because it dead ends there, East Lother, and then that section right there. Again, the roads aren't the best, so kind of bumpy. Still better than South Dallas, but it's a little other story. And because I don't want to fight with traffic, I'm going to go down to the light. There's a light down here. I don't know why people would sit there and wait. Unless they're not from around here and they don't know. And perfect timing. All right, over here is Casa Linda, and Casa Linda Plaza over here. There's an Albertsons in here. I think one like the top Albertsons in the area. So Casa Linda Plaza is here. It's actually pretty nice. Used to have a movie theater in there. It's now some sort of healthy grocery store. And then Lake Highlands is back on the other side. When I get my plates, I'll get a toll tag. Even though I rarely ever use it, I only use it probably for love field. Alright, so we're coming back over to Lake Highlands side of the lake. This is the east side of the lake, northeast east side. Also, when we get a really good rain, it can flood right through here because Dixon Branch Creek runs through. So it's another place to be careful. Watch for ice on the bridge, so they can fold that back up. A lot of cotton trees. There's a lot of cotton in the air. Actually, this is Lake Highlands Park right over here. This is where they always play rugby, to my right. And this is Lake Highlands Drive. We're actually going to go to the first neighborhood. So where Lake Highlands got its name from, back like in 1914 or 19-something, way back then. I don't know the exact date, but they had a great view, and they said, I'll call this place Lake Highlands, and that's how Lake Highlands got its name. The peninsula is the original neighborhood. Go. They make a U-turn. All these people in their U-turns. Now this is the DISD side. All these houses here do go to DISD. Now if you make a left here, that goes to the part I was telling you that dead ends, that cuts off where I just was. But I'm going to drive around this neighborhood here and go towards the bathhouse. And I don't know what's going on up here. I really do wish they would step on it. Speed limit is 20, we're going about 11. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. If there's something going on down there, I'm glad I actually didn't go down there. Now, they say dip here. You got to be real careful, especially if you drive through here at night, for whatever reason. Definitely want to slow down through this thing. You will mess up your bumper if you drive an FRS through here fast. Or a BRC. Erica Badu, the singer, lives over here. I'm not going to point her house out for privacy reasons, but she lives right around here. And again, it's a great view of the lake. All the buildings on Central, Lake Highlands, if you look to the north. We'll drive by the bathhouse. It used to be a real bathhouse where used to have swimming was allowed in the lake, but then they banned it. You can look up the real reason why they banned it. They said it was for drinking, to protect the water, but there's another reason why they banned it. But I don't like to get all political in my videos, so I'm gonna let you research that. Fix a repair daily. I'm just kidding. And this is where Lake Highlands meets Lake Highlands. If you look at the street sign, it's where Lake Highlands intersects with Lake Highlands Drive. I know they're trying to rename Plano Road Lake Highlands in Lake Highlands. I hope they don't make a left. Please don't make a left, and they're going to make a left. And I don't know if they even know where they're going. This dead ends, but it's the only dead end I'm going to make. Alright, so this is the bathhouse down here. And again, the reason I did this, it has a pretty good view of the lake, and I'm going to go pretty slow. This is where they decided to. Okay. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see all the sailboats out there. There's quite a bit of sailboats. It's actually a great day to go sailing. It's pretty windy. Did that a few times when I was a teenager. Where all these poles in the water, this is where people used to go swimming. This was the beach here at White Rock. Just because I'll drive around. So as you can see, here's the bathhouse. Downtown Dallas was in the background just a while ago. I'll make a circle here so you can see downtown. And if you guys look ahead, there's downtown Dallas right there. We'll let this guy take his picture of his car. He must have a new car. You see the ramp out there on the lake, by the way? You used to be able to swim out there and get on there and suntan. No problem, it's okay. So all this here is the bathhouse, and actually you can't see it, so I'm going to do another one of these little circles right here so you can see it. Jaguar. Alright, so there is the bathhouse. Alright, so now we're going to head back towards Lake Highlands. So real quick before I end this driving tour, it's been a long one, I'm going to pass by Lake Highlands Junior High and Lake Highlands High School. Now this is actually where the road and the trail is actually the same here, so you've got to be careful here. The road and the bike trail are all one right here. So there will be coming at you the other way too. Again, if you go down Mockingbird and make a right on Lothar, this is the section that's also blocked off, East Lothar Drive, and where the sailboats and stuff are at. It's the area to my left. I'm not going to go down that way, again, because I have to drive away in and turn back around, and this is ridiculous right here. Alright, I'm back. So I said I was running out of room on my internal storage, so I had to switch over to my SD card. This is going to be one long video. Right, and I cannot tell what is going on with that car right there. So we're here at Buckner and Northcliffe, and there's a gym over there. Yeah, so it should be done. I'm going to swing around Lake Highlands Junior High and Lake Highlands High School, and then I'll be done. This road's actually smooth. They actually did redo this road here. Put the windows up, it's going to go pretty quick. Like 70 miles, doesn't even feel like it. Gotta watch your speed with this car. Real quick, I'll show you one more good view of Dallas before I head over to the junior high, since it's right next to Lake Highlands Junior High. Again, Flagpole Hill straight ahead. Darn it. I hate how we don't have the option to yield on green anymore. Since it's on video, wait. I'm going to pause it actually. Well, I hope I just didn't lose that video. Actually, it was a really nice part, a really nice drive, a smooth road. So I hope I didn't lose it. I could always go back and refilm it, maybe later. So we're here on Adelia Road, here in Lake Highlands, and I'm just going ahead, show you guys one more view of Dallas, head up to the junior high and high school. McCree is a funny road because it flips up so many times. Highland Hills, another nice neighborhood here in Lake Highlands. Like I said, lots of hills, stuff, with a lot of steers in the yard. Again, missing a stop sign. Stop signs seem to be a really popular item that people are collecting in this area for some reason. Oh, they're having a block party. As you can see, there's a lot of hills here. Road humps, yay. Again, something like fast. Alright, up here to the right has pretty good views of Dallas. You can see the entire lake and all of downtown Dallas. If you look out to the right, I'm just leaving a pull in here so you guys can see it. This would be a pretty cool place to build a mid-rise, maybe like up to 15 floors or something. Awesome views of the city all the way around. I gotta turn around here. It's hard to see. Very hard to see what's coming actually. And I know that car was coming. Alright, we'll turn around down here real quick. Turn in here, I'll make a U. Alright, actually, we'll turn here. This Albertsons here is like the nicest grocery store in this whole part of Dallas. That's where I do all my grocery shopping. It is the nicest Albertsons in the whole city. I'm not kidding you. By far the nicest, and it's a pretty big store. Alright, we're almost done with this road trip here. I love the way my car sounds. Coming up to this stop sign here, wasn't here a long time ago. It used to be, we never had to stop. Ferndale didn't, McCree did. My brother totaled his car probably like a week after they put these stop signs up here. He had a Camaro too. That's total it right to the left. So they had to put all sorts of things on those stop signs, little flags on top so people would know to stop. Coming up to my left is Lake Highlands Elementary, which looks just like White Rock on the outside. And then St. Patrick's Church, which I bet from on top of that steeple they have the most amazing views. Here's Walnut Hill. It used to be Kingsley Road. They had it renamed Walnut Hill a few years ago. And the funny thing is, Walnut Hill actually got hills, or finally had a hill when they renamed it, when this part of Kingsley was turned into Walnut Hill. That directly in front of me is Lake Highlands Junior High, so I went to junior high a while back. But the cool thing about the school is the art rooms were right here in the front, and you have a perfect view of the Dallas skyline from the junior high. So part of one of our art projects in Miss Taylor's class was always to draw the skyline, which is pretty cool. Probably one of the few schools that could actually do that. Just to sit there and draw what you see out the window. Awesome views of the whole skyline. It's like one of the highest points in North Dallas, actually. I'll actually pull up here. So this is the junior high. See, there's a lot of stairs to get to it, and then there's more stairs down there. Lake Highlands Bulkheads. When I went to school here, this was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. We didn't have a freshman center. By the time my brother went to school, though, the freshman center was built. This side's a little bit lower than the actual school. The school has pretty good views. Turn this way. Go around and go down Walnut Hill. This here is Wallace Elementary, another one of the good schools here in Lake Highlands. Again, looks exactly like White Rock and Lake Highlands Elementary, and the junior high. Here. As you can see, the trees are quite big here in Lake Highlands. That was a tree that almost killed me when I was a kid. The branch almost fell on me. It felt like 1 foot right before where I would have jumped. If I was walking a little bit further, it would have fallen right on me. Alright, so here's the back of the junior high. It goes back pretty far. We just drove the length of a street, and this is the back side of the junior high. The track and they practice football. The street's made wider for parking. Alright, so we're heading over to the high school and we'll be done. To the right is the junior high. I guess I get my right hand. Straight ahead is Dallas. You see some pretty good hills here, Walnut Hill. When it snows, you avoid driving on Walnut Hill. So there's Dallas, Park Lane Place. You can see in the distance to the left. to the right, Brahms actually owns this fenced up property at which they would build a Brahms here at Main Heaven. Over to the left, there's some new houses. Used to be a Walmart neighborhood market. They actually tore down a Walmart. One of the few places where Walmart gets torn down, and they built some very expensive houses instead. They start like $500,000 and go up from there. To the left, there's some apartments that they're redoing. And the last bit of my drive here is Lake Highlands High School. So Lake Highlands High School is down the street over here. Let's get put the windows, crack my windows again. This is a neighborhood called Lake Highlands North. It's a pretty nice neighborhood. It's a nice home. Former city councilman lives in this area. He was the one that started the Lake Highlands Town Center project. Alright, so straight ahead, all of this is Lake Highlands High School here. And even our school has pretty good views of the city. We have a great view of downtown Dallas, all the buildings. Looks like they turned our chimney into a cell tower. School's on Church Road. So if you look to the left, and I'll pull up here really quick. This is the school. And then I'm going to turn my car, make sure no one's going behind me. But there's some of the buildings you can see right there straight ahead in the lens. So all of this here is Lake Highlands High School, and from the top of our stadium, we do have actually a pretty good view of Dallas, all of Dallas. To my left, you can see downtown. There's a big LH. You can actually see this in Google Maps. Alright, the pool is across the street. The soccer fields are across the street. This is the senior lot right here. To my right, it's the senior lot. Here is our Wildcat football stadium, boneyard. This down here is sophomore parking, so they have to park quite a ways from the school. I'm going to date myself, but that used to be the trestle before DART came through. They used to spray paint it every year. Sometime when I was in high school, DART came through and stopped that from happening. There is our football stadium. You really can't see it in my camera. I'll pull around here so you can see it in a minute. This is connecting to the Lake Highlands bike trail. Alright. This right here is the Lake Highlands Freshman Center, which was not around when I went to school. Instead, we were the 9th grade. I think we were the last class to have the 9th grade at the junior high. So all this is the Freshman Center. And I think my brother's was either the first or the second class to come to the Freshman Center. That in front of me is the DART rail line. Drive around the high school real quick. Alright, so that is our football stadium, Lake Highlands High School football stadium. Wildcats, home of the Wildcats. This is where the gym is. Drive around the back of the school. Reserved for staff. Because all this is the senior lot over here. This is the C field. To my right. Another speed bump because one speed bump wasn't enough. Straight ahead is the B field and the track, and then the softball field and baseball stadium. It's behind. And this is where the juniors park. This is the junior lot over here, and then all the tennis courts are to the left. Windows up. Again, you can see the football stadium there to the right. And all the soccer fields to the left. Swimming is over here to the left too. That's where the pool is. In the wintertime, you have to swim at Berkner because they have a natatorium. We get the stadium, they get the natatorium. And I don't, wow, if you can see the part behind me. Just going back to where I started, there's White Rock Trail. The Lake Highlands Recreation Center is over here. And here comes a dark train. If you look to the right, you'll see it. And actually up here, you can't probably see pretty good views of downtown Dallas from up here. Be off to my left. LA Fitness, where I go to the gym, is at the right up there. That's LA Fitness. And I'm back where I started. So this was my tour of Lake Highlands, guys. So I'm going to stop by the Haven, turn this off. So all this is the Lake Highlands Town Center to be still under construction. The only part that has been built is the Haven. I'm glad the tree's starting to grow back. It went into shock for a while, but now it's coming back to life, which is great. There's the Haven at Lake Highlands. So I hope you guys enjoyed my tour around Lake Highlands, White Rock Lake. So it's probably one of the longest videos I've ever made. So I got to go edit this and put it all together. So if you guys enjoyed it, thanks.